Hello there, it's Sylvia. Thanks for coming back for another segment of makeup tips for the blind and sighted. Today I'm going to get into powders and concealer. So, thank you for joining me, like I stated. And if you would just hold on 1 second, I got to grab something. I will be right back. Coming. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. So, anyways, I had to grab my concealer. I forgot it. Sorry. So, anyways, this is concealer from Sephora. So, I have my hand sanitizer, which I always promote to keep your hands clean if you're going to use your finger for any reason to apply your cosmetics, and makeup removers, which you can always take off makeup off your hands. So let's get started. I'm going to put some hand sanitizer on because I'm going to be using my fingers to do the demonstration for the concealer and the powder. Clean hands here. Okay. Then I'm going to grab my concealer here and I'm going to show how to apply it. I just need a little bit under my eye area, not too much, but when you go to your favorite department store, they'll show you where you may need concealer on your face because, everyone's different. And also, I'd like to let you know, these are my newest creative earrings I have on. And so if you like them, please let me know in the comments. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one eye with my finger as a guide, and then the other side of my face. So I will use the right side of my face to show the demo if you're blind, to explain, and then I will show with my left eye how after lots and lots of practice you will be able to do it just automatically, because that's the goal, is to learn eventually with a lot of practice how to just automatically know where the color goes on your face. But at first, with practice using your finger and feeling your eye area, I always suggest before you do your makeup to feel your face. Just, having an idea where everything is on, your eye, nose area, and all that, which helps too. All right, so with my clean finger, I'm going to put a dot on the tip of my finger. Doesn't have to be perfect. Not too small of a dot, but not too big. If you're doing under eye area. All right, I think I got what I need here. I'm gonna close this up. And then I'm gonna start between my nose and my upper nose and middle of my inner corner eye. Put a dot there. Right in there between the upper nose and eye area. And just start patting, just little short pats. And then what you want to do is go down under the eye area. You might even want to take your finger and lightly just feel where the bottom of your eye area is, your bottom lashes, just so your finger doesn't go too high up into your eye area while you pat the concealer all the way to outer eye corner. Just short pats, keeping your finger there as a guide. And then you want to go back again, because what we want to do is keep the blood flowing. We want to get that blood flowing. Just keep your finger there. Then you might want to put your finger on the top and bridge of your nose, so you can guide that finger back up between your nose and your eye area. Short pats up in there. You don't have to go any higher. You don't want to go on top of the eye area. And then you want to take your finger with the concealer and with your finger horizontal, top of bottom lower lash lightly, and go a little lower under where you just patted. Short pats across the outer eye corner. And I know people that are blind and visually impaired can feel if something has absorbed into the skin. But if you have the right concealer, you won't go wrong. Okay. I'm releasing my finger. And now I'm going to take a velour powder sponge. And you can also use, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with these. They sell them everywhere, Walmart, drugstores. The egg-shaped powder sponges. Where you have the crease there is where you can use under your eye to use face powder to lock in that concealer. But I'm going to use a velour pad. So let me get my velour pad out. And I will show you. Now this is my powder here from Sephora. It's a real pretty shade. It's my shade. It's not really a bright shade, even though I could go brighter, but this is just pretty neutral. So, but it's pretty though. It's in the brown family. Undertone, I believe it's like a slight gold. Like a slight gold color. So so depending on what type of powder compact you have, you want to take the egg sponge, or you want to take a velour sponge like this, and just not too hard, but not too light, drag it down your powder, and then where the powder is on your sponge, just you want to start in it between the nose and eye area, and just start patting the powder. Same thing with your finger. Keep it on the upper lash, horizontal, so you don't go too high with your powder. Lock it in your concealer to outer corner. Everywhere you have the concealer, just pack it in there with pats. You just want to pat the powder over where the concealer. And then put the finger on the bridge of the nose so you can go between the nose and eye area to lock it in. And of course, if you have primer, if you're using primer for that day, I'm just doing a basic general teaching how to use concealer under your eye area for people that have dark circles, you know, that darkness color there. This brightens it, lightens it out, makes things look more smooth. All right, so now I'm going to do the other side with me doing it with practice. For those that can see me out there, how I do it. I just take my wand and I just automatically know by going slow, because I don't want to poke myself in the eye. Put a dot there, enough that I need. Again, between the nose and the eye area. And Use my index finger, either hand. My dominant hand is my right hand, so I'm just going to use my right hand and do the other side. Same thing. I'm doing pats of the concealer just under the eye area, not too high because I don't want to poke yourself in the eye, to the outer corner, short pats to the outer eye area under the eye, to the outer corner. Actually a little bit outside the outer corner, just so it just looks more blended. Go down a little bit more. So hope you guys are doing good out there today. Okay, just patting it in the skin. I'm doing this just automatic with no finger guide. This is from a lot of practice. Okay, now I'm going to take my powder. Again, lock it in. A little bit of this beautiful powder from Sephora. I use different products. You know, I use Sephora, I use some drugstore brands. I use CoverGirl, Maybelline, stuff like that. So I use different products. Not everything I use is from Sephora, but I do like Sephora products, so I do get things from them from time to time. Because I know I'll always have that right shade for me. And I'm just going to lock that powder, short pats under the eye, between the eye and the nose, going to outer corner, and locking that concealer in. All right. Feels like it's locked in. All right. So this was how to apply concealer and powder under the eye area. But like I said, you know, when you go to your department store, they will explain to you where your concealer goes, because there's other places that the concealer can go on your face too. So just want to let you know that if you need something covered like blemishes, not everybody wants to hide their freckles necessarily. I have some on my face, and I really don't want to hide my freckles, but that's just me. But a lot of people do. Like I said, blemishes and stuff like that you want to hide, you know. So thank you very much for joining me. And like I said, if you're interested in a pair of these earrings that I just, created, let me know in the comments. And remember, I'll have my once a month contest coming up. I just haven't picked the day yet, but I'm working on it because this is a new channel. So like I said, I'm just still trying to get things together. All right. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you for joining me. Thank you, and God bless. And remember, you can do it out there with your makeup.
Speech on. One face near bottom left.